Alright, this is an update to my little wagon that I made out of a garden tractor a while ago. But it was just the frame of the tractor. Worked pretty good as a flatbed, but it really didn't have much capacity and things would fall off and such. So I decided to use old washing machines and dryers, and this is a base that just makes dryers taller or something. I don't know. I kind of don't see the point of it much. But I took it and another dryer and created this little box, and then another washer. I just flattened it out to give a cover, not to necessarily be a cover on it when it's in use, but when it's not in use, I could use it to cover it up and keep the rain out. So all these panels and all these fasteners are recycled from other parts of washers and stuff. The central part being this base, and it had these little holes which I used to bolt it to the frame, and then this back section is just a dryer panel, and it hangs over, well, all of it hangs over quite a bit. It didn't have much strength to it. It's just sheet metal, but putting these sides up around it, and once I get this secure, not quite finished yet, I want to screw that down a little better on that side. That will make it a little stiffer, so it's not just some floppy tin hanging on there. And this bar across here, you know, my wife was saying, well, what about that bar? Well, it does make it stiffer, and overall gives some strength to the structure, and also have a little secret, whatever. That little rail down under that turn, so this angle would provide some support, but this is the drawer slide from that under cabinet. This is the front of the drawer to that cabinet, and these provide additional strength to, you know, the sides here. And I used the top of the washer here as well, this black thing, to provide extra strength to the bottom, so it's quite a bit beefier than just some tin or whatever put together on there. And it's all bolted down to the deck of the mower, and then the mower parts, oh, this might be a little frozen, down under there, kind of like they were from my last video. That's the running gear, the tongue, and I changed around and beefed up that little connection right there for the steering. The bolt fell out, so I switched it around from being bolted in to being a bolt welded and then a nut on the end, so that should stay together a lot better. You can see where a couple of those bolts and all the hardware I'm using here to fasten it down and everything else is all recycled out of that dryer stand, and then the other dryer parts and washer parts that I have, and there's some leftovers hanging around, and we'll get those all cleaned up and taken to recycle. But this, in the reuse category, I'm thinking that scores pretty good. Should be able to haul, you know, a good bit of stuff if I'm on foot. I do have plans to make this handle adapted so it can go on to the trailer or trailer hitch, so have a ball come up through there and pull it if I'm using mechanical means. I don't know if that's going to be sort of too much for it, but we'll see. And get this baby buttoned up and put her to use. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.